has little beanie babies, like they're little babies that you can attach to your purses or book bags. You can get them for your children. The hoodies are absolutely amazing. They are so cute because it's almost like what you call them little masks them little YN boys be wearing? What's they called? What you call
Ski
them little
mask.
things? Yeah, like the little ski mask or whatever. Her name
Mm-hmm.
is Virtuous Stitch. That's her name here. The Shiesty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
leave,
much.
leave it to
Uh
somebody. Leave it to somebody from Chicago to be advertising ski mask in the middle of the debate. You know what I'm saying? Go on buy your ski mask.
Go ahead and get you a shiesty, a stitched shiesty. They going for like $100 because they are crocheted and she can do them in many colors and they are really amazing. They're really good pieces of work that she got going on there. Virtuous Stitch. Thank you, Bougie Mob. There's her name down at the bottom. She is a host here on Bigo, right? But again, like I
Support
said,
black business.
holla at her. Support black business, even though
Support
Gene
black
ain't working
business.
like you saying that. But I'm just saying it take an Israelite to take care of an Israelite. So with that being said, I just want to give our shots out with that. Yeah, with that, let's go on into the second round. Right? Let's go on over to the second round. And while y'all
Really
doing
quick,
Can't
that, I
wait.
can look at my end. I know, right?
really quick,
I need to look at my NBA
can I test
ticket.
the audio? Can we test the audio to see if you can hear my audio in the video that I wanted the clip that
Not
I
yet. Not
okay.
yet.
Yeah, what we could do,
Isn't that
what we could do,
interesting?
Vnonymous, if as long as the moderator is don't start your time until we share your video, or stop it while we figure that out during your thing.
Okay.
Because I know also when he went to share his screen too, I don't know if that's up to Psalms. He's the moderator. But I would have stopped the time while they trying to get their screen share and all that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
if,
That's good.
if you want your time stopped, just let the time keeper know,
Oh yeah,
and
he
then we
did
can do it
mention
like
that. You're
that.
right.
But can we make sure that people don't abuse it and just screen share and talk for 2 extra minutes or some shit, please?
Yeah, so also the timekeeper should start the time whenever they start to speak and they start making an argument, and it's not a
Thank you.
technicality of them trying to get things ready. Once you start speaking, whether or not you're screen sharing or not, that your time will start.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what's happening now? Uh,
All
Right
right.
now,
I'm
yep, it's
sorry. I
on
was checking my
Vnonymous.
FanDuel ticket to see if my ticket won, and the Pelicans, Miami Heat, and Orlando screwed off my ticket. But anyway, with that being said, let us continue with the debate. Jean, it is now your turn. This is the second round. You will
okay.
have 8 minutes to bring out your information. Definitely, please screen share if you have anything. Hopefully, you
Sure.
do. To
Okay.
bring it
And
out, you got
please
eight
cam up.
minutes. General.
Okay.
Yep, cam up, sir.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
General,
I
eight
forgot.
minutes
Huh?
All right.
on the clock.
Okay, hold on. I
Okay.
just got to eat my ham
Hold
sandwich.
on.
Wait till
Ugh.
Thanksgiving.
Let me know when you're ready.
My Paul Israelites. I ain't mean to
Y'all,
offend y'all for that.
you know you ain't right. You know you ain't eating no ham sandwich. Stop playing. You
I
play
mean,
too
this second
much.
round, I hope they're ready for a kiss because it's about to get really diabolical here.
Man,
I'm
you
just.
know what? I all I can say is I am so thrilled with the information that you all are bringing out. I'm loving it. Like y'all don't know. Like I'm really over here writing down stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm over here just jotting this. Look, and my
And we
daughter
have
just brought
fact
me some
checkers, right?
milk.
We have
Yes,
fact
we
checkers,
do.
right?
Yes, we
Thank you.
do. Yes, we do. They are here for you. So don't worry. Believe you me, baby. These fact checkers is on deck. So when it comes to the question and answer round, they're gonna be ready for y'all. Yeah. You ain't
Okay.
bring me no
All
napkin.
right.
She bought me donut holes. Y'all talk too much. You talk too much. That's what we supposed to do. Uh-uh.
Oh,
Come on, y'all.
it's a queen. Trust
General,
me, I
you
will.
ready?
I'm ready.
General, hurry up, man. You blowing my high, man. I'm still hot.
Yeah, we are waiting for you, General. Just in
Oh, go ahead.
whenever you're okay.
Son of Jacob, I am half Dominican and Haitian. Yes.
It's eight
All
minutes,
right, I'm
right?
ready.
You ready?
So let's go. Yeah, 8 minutes. Okay, so let me say this real quick. And I'm glad that the Muslims aren't here, by the way, because this is about to get really interesting. So, as everybody knows, I talk a lot about different religions on here, and I'm not religious. But one thing I will never put on the Israelites is the murder and slaughter and entertainment of monsters. Number one, the Mufti, right? And we could actually look him up. I'm about to screen share that real quick. One of the gentlemen's guys that was helping Hitler with the final solution was a Muslim cleric, right? So I want y'all to pay attention. I want you guys to fact check this when you're done. It was a Muslim cleric, right? Who basically, now this is when the British occupied what they call Judea or Palestine. This Muslim cleric had a league of Muslim Nazis. I kid you not, right? And this Muslim cleric encouraged Hitler along with the final solution. It was not Israelites, but it was the Christians, including the Vatican. Matter of fact, I'm going to screen share. There were letters from the Pope at the time, right, of which people were sending letters to them to have Hitler stop what he was doing. The world knew what was happening at the time. Matter of fact, Neville Chamberlain appeased Hitler. And appeasing Hitler did not stop him from slaughtering and invading Poland, invading Czechoslovakia. And obviously, he wanted to unite the German peoples, what he would call the Deutschland, which is the fatherland, right? He also was in cahoots with a Zionist named Theodor Herzl. So this was a very complex situation, right? The final solution was this. We want to remove these people that we call parasites from our country. So the reason why it's about to get diabolical, because the same talking points that Adolf Hitler used is the same talking points that Donald Trump uses. And you'll note that the white supremacists love both. And I'm about to explain to you how it is. These people are destroying our country. These people are a parasite. Like Donald Trump said, these are not, they're poisoning the bloodline. Well, these are all things that Hitler stated. These are all things that he stated. And you guys could look it up because the comparisons are incredibly glaring. That's how bad it is. But I want to show you guys something real quick. When we talk about the campaign and how Hitler was such a good person, let me screen share real quick. Hold on. Some time real quick, please. Boom. All right. You could go ahead and start the time back up. This is documented facts. Earlier today, I talked about the slaughter and the murder of a whole bunch of black people in Namibia, the experimentations that they did on them. Here we go, guys. Before they murdered the Jews, they were murdering black people in Africa. These were Germans, okay? Matter of fact, they perfected the slaughter of the Jews by perfecting the slaughter on the people that look like us. Make no mistake, every single European power has always experimented on black people before they experiment on anybody else. Hence the reason why you have such a hatred right now towards other immigrants that are dark, but they love to let the white immigrants come over here. There's been about 40-something thousand Ukrainian immigrants in South Florida. No one's complaining. Because you have to understand the ideology of white supremacy. And at the very bottom of the ideology of white supremacy is black people. Right above black people would be the Jewish people. Hence why there's a history between blacks and Jews. Matter of fact, there's a book called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, of which is a very complex relationship. Matter of fact, most of the clerics and most of the people that walked with black people to have the civil rights in America were of Jewish descent. But we're not going to mistaken the parasitic relationship between the two as well. It's a very complex thing, and that's the reason why debates like this matter. I wasn't going to do debate, but you know what? A lot of people really don't know that shit. So here we go right now, right? We have historical evidence of what the fuck the Nazis, keyword Nazis, right here, let me zoom in, Nazis were doing to the people in, where again? Namibia, all right? Now, we also have historical accounts from a gentleman, his name was Samuel. He was the first black man to ever have a conversation with Hitler. It was a 45-minute conversation, of which he detailed an extremely narcissist, evil, hateful man. This black man spoke like 5 or 6 different languages. He actually spoke out against Hitler, and he was brought to Hitler, supposedly to be assassinated. But after the conversation, Hitler realized he was a very intelligent man and did not kill him. Make no mistake, when Jesse Owens, okay, let me go to this real quick. Hold on. When Jesse Owens basically went to Nazi Germany for the Olympics, they treated him well as propaganda. And the gentleman that I'm talking about, his name is Joseph Goebbels. So I'm about to show you guys this guy right here. Hold on. I'm going to show you who Joseph Goebbels is. This is Joseph Goebbels, okay? He was the Nazi propaganda minister, okay? And understand what this man did, okay? Boom. Make sure we get that word right in there. Okay. This is Joseph Goebbels right here, the Nazi propaganda minister. So the pictures that Vnonymous was showing you, these are pictures that were published by this son of a bitch, this crippled guy who hated everyone because of his own failings in life. And then she wants to talk about how Hitler was such a good man. So let's go to Mein Kampf. It means my struggle, by the way. Mein Kampf. Mein Kampf on black people. Hopefully I could pull it up. This is his own words, okay? If you Google Mein Kampf, right, you'll understand his own words, okay? His own words, right? And let's not forget there were black people that were prosecuted by fucking Hitler. So when you got a guy like Kanye West, right, talk about this shit, but understand this. He sterilized black people because they were undesirables. And in Mein Kampf, he labeled them a step above the Jewish roaches and rats. Read Mein Kampf, part 1 and part 2. It was Hitler and another gentleman named Rudolf Hess that wrote that book.
1 minute.
It's literally about his
1
hatred.
minute.
Cool. It's about his hatred from anybody else who was not of the quote-unquote Aryan race. And by the way, the word Aryan itself is not even a German word. It's actually from India. But they bastardized it, just like the white racist people in America bastardized the word, the Ku Klux Klan, which is a literal Indian tribe in South America. Be very careful of white propaganda and the propaganda that they make you hate yourself. They'll tell you that the Nazis never killed the Jews, but they'll also not tell you that they killed the fucking people in Namibia. They'll also not tell you that there were black people that were in concentration camps as well in Germany, mixed race people. Y'all could look that shit up. So please stop the bullshit about how good Hitler was. Thank you, and I yield.
Let's go. You keep moving my
There's a lot.
Y'all ready?
Them donut hoes good. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
They was alright. They wasn't that good.
Email me some. Back channel me some.
Cause my son's over here like, what are we gonna eat? I want food, and I'm still kind of full from what I was eating on earlier. So I'm really not. And then he ate that and the rest of my food.
Vnonymous, you ready?
Oh, I'm
I
ready.
guess she is. You ready to rebut all that, girl? Did you hear all of that?
I'm glad I wrote this down today because I knew he was gonna bring this up. Hold up.
Well, all I can say is, baby girl, baby. You got 6 minutes to rebuttal. You see the time clock?
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's up, Black Montana?
Hey, I just want to say shout out to Cool and Nation.
Anonymous, get out of here easy. She gonna have to work. You gonna have to work, sis.
Wait, I didn't hear you. What?
The work for this girl.
I say, I
Oh,
say
don't
he
worry.
ain't let you off the hook easy.
Oh, don't worry.
You gonna have to work today.
Y'all ready? Okay, so here we go. Cooling Haitians bringing up Google when we know Google lies. Everything on Google is run by the Rothschild Rockefeller school system lies. Okay, so here, when he mentioned the end result plan, the real plan was the Madagascar plan for Jewish populations in Europe to be sent to the island of Madagascar, deported. First taken to the concentration camp to be deloused because they were nasty, disgusting people full of fucking lice. That's why they had typhoid. The results of lice, the end result of lice infestation is typhoid. This is what supposedly Anne Frank died from. Okay, so let's go here. The media, and the school system has told us all our lives that Adolf Hitler was the most evil man to ever live. Unfortunately, you were told lies, and you most likely believed them. Hitler was rarely accurately portrayed. What we hear about Hitler through the media and the school system is extremely biased because they don't want you to offend the Jews. Adolf Hitler truly cared about his people and his country. Hitler took the broken republic Germany became after the First World War and turned it into one of the greatest empires ever. When Hitler came into power, the unemployment rate was at a record high. People resorted to drugs and prostitution. People knew that they needed change, and that's why Hitler had so much support. When Hitler came into power, he freed Germany from the most destructive force the world has ever known, the international Jewish community. And what is National Socialism? Nationalism is the individual's responsibility towards the community and their love for their country. That's what the Nazi sign really means, not some hatred sign or whatever the mainstream media wants you to believe. The international Jewish community, which plagued Germany before Hitler rose to power and is corrupting everything today. In order to prevent that from happening, the Jews declared war on Germany. And as soon as Hitler got elected, despite the tremendous economic advantages that came along with that, he still managed to put 6 million unemployed Germans back to work. Hitler made Germany the most prosperous nation on earth at that time. He noticed the German birth rates were critically low, so he encouraged German women to become mothers and wives, which is a good thing. To encourage Germans to marry and to start a family, he passed a law that enabled married couples to obtain interest-free loans of a minimum 1,000 Reichmarks, which is a 9-month salary. If you had a baby, each baby you had, you got 250 marks removed from that loan. And why would he do that? Because the Jews were kicked out of 109 countries for usury. Usury is when you loan out money with interest rate, which is what we are dealing with in America today. Any interest rate is called usury. Usury is illegal. Only place it's legal is in the United States, where the Jews are thriving. So in Christian nations, lending money for an interest rate was illegal. So because it was illegal for the Christians, who do you think did the lending? The Jews. So there were Christians who would lend for 0% or didn't lend at all. And then these people called the Jews would come over and start lending money. They would charge money. And in a couple generations, guess what would happen to the economy? The Jews would end up owning everything. And then what did the king do? Round them up and throw them out the country. Then they go to the next country and do it all over again. This is why the Jews in history have had no country. Usury would literally enslave people. Interest on credit cards enslave people today. Student loans enslave people today. We no longer have forced slavery. We have debt slavery now. And in order to prevent that from happening, wait a minute, hold on. Oh fuck. Pause it. Hitler said, "It is necessary that I should die for my people, but my spirit will rise from the grave and the world will know that I was right." Okay, skip that one. So these are the people that they want you to think were good. Joseph Stalin, Winston Churchill, Franklin D. Roosevelt, all Jews. In order to prevent Germany from thriving, the Jews declared war on Germany. As soon as Hitler got elected, despite the tremendous economic advantages that came along with that, he still managed to put 6 million unemployed Germans back to work. He also created the first animal rights laws and banned animal experimentation. He also created the first environmental protection laws in history. The German Imperial Conservation Law of 1935 was passed, which protected remaining landscapes. He also began the first anti-smoking campaign ever in the world. He was also one of the first to create socialized healthcare. He also, after he kicked out the Jews, what did he do? What does it say? Nazis free, Rothschild seized his bank. Hitler arrested Baron Louis Rothschild, seized all their banks. He then started printing their own currency and loaned it to their citizens in interest fee. excuse me, interest-free. The banking cabal sought revenge and declared war on
10
Germany.
seconds.
And therefore, we should put him in the same category as John F. Kennedy, Saddam Hussein, and Gaddafi because he started his own currency, and the Rothschilds don't want that.
Time.
And the Rothschilds don't want that.
All right, Kiss.
Oh my God! Do I?
What you
Please
got
tell me I
going
get to
on, Kiss?
rebuttal this. Please tell me I get to rebuttal this, and we don't just move on.
Oh my
I'm rebuttaling
gosh, you just
You
had
do
your
get to
turn.
rebuttal.
Wait, what?
Oh
What is
wow!
happening? And where's all the other people that's supposed to be on the panel? What happened? Where did y'all
I mean,
go?
I'm rebuttaling you. You can't rebuttal a rebuttal.
Right,
Oh,
she
I'm
just
sorry.
rebuttal. Right, she rebuttal
it's
you.
called a debate,
Right.
but okay, all right.
Got you.
Is it
Uh-huh.
my
Nah,
turn
so
to skip
how it
the
works?
So
So
survivor?
how
Is
it
it my
works?
turn?
Just in case you confused, she's gonna do hers, and then you can rebut everything. You'll have 6 minutes to rebut everything she said, but she got to do
yep,
her deal.
Mine is me now.
her round
It's her again.
one.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Okay.
Her second
yes,
round. Gotcha.
So this is
yes,
8 minutes.
it is.
Yeah, that was her rebuttal to
Yeah.
you. Then now she does her round. You rebuttal her.
Yep. Y'all ready, Vnonymous?
Hold on. This is. Damn, I should have shown that part, but
Mhm.
Screen share. What are you doing? You turn the lights off?
Mookie.
Is the timer ready?
Whenever you start talking, the clock will start ticking, but hold on because General is
I'm
in the
sorry.
live.
Yeah, he was in the blinds. All right.
General,
General, you ready?
ready? 8
Double
minutes.
zeros.
Hold on.
Double titties.
8 minutes. Yeah.
You ready?
8 minutes. Breathe up.
Hold on.
Hold on 1 second, Vnonymous. One moment. All right. Start that over when she starts talking, okay? Whenever you're ready to go, Vnonymous.
There are 54 million Chinese Muslims. 54 million, and Muhammad only died in 620 AD. So in that time, 54 million Chinese have accepted Islam as their religious belief. Now imagine that in China, 2,000 miles away from Arabia, where the city of Mecca is located, imagine if the 54 million Chinese called themselves Arabs. Just imagine. You would say they're lunatics. At about 740 AD, the king of the Khazars, the Ashkenazis, converted to Judaism and made it the state religion. Incredibly, within a few centuries, the people of Khazaria convinced themselves that they were not Gentiles after all. Today, the Ashkenazi or Khazars are the vast majority, about 80% of those that call themselves Jew. They were warlike pride that lived deep in the heart of Asia, and they were so warlike that even the Asiatics drove them out of Asia into Europe. They were phallic worshippers. It's filthy, and I don't want to get into the details. But the king became so disgusted with the degeneracy of his kingdom that he decided to adopt a monotheistic faith. He said, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," and he picked out Judaism. The Jews, the Khazarian Zionists, have been the terrorists since creation. The end. Why did you have a symbol of a serpent in the Garden of Eden? The Khazarian came along, took up the Judean religion because it didn't want Muhammad in. They didn't want Christianity. They weren't of those tribes. They were Russian, Mongol, and Nordic, with a heavy Turkish accent. The Khazarian Empire lasted over 300 years, and they infiltrated every nation on the globe, and they called themselves Jews when they took up the Judean religion because they had to answer to everybody. They were warmongers, and everywhere they went, they were at war. They were the commercially controlling entity. They were the bankers. They were the commerce controllers. they would gain control and power everywhere they went, and also get kicked out of everywhere they went. And just as they have handled the Holocaust by voting in that you may not disagree, it got to the point that if you spoke of things that I speak of today, you would be killed. Khazarianism was banished. Just like someday communism will be illegal to speak the term. Does that mean that the system has changed? No. After the Bolshevik Revolution, there were 22 million Christians killed in Russia. I don't hear you talking about that Holocaust. But that's because, that's someone quote. Oh, that's because communists took over. But who were the communists? Every member of the communist government was Jewish, even Lenin. In 1760, Mayor Amschel Bauer changed his name from Bauer to Rothschild after the red hexagram hanging over his entrance door. According to the author Simon Schama, the Rothschilds own 80% of the land of Israel. Even the flag of Israel has the hexagram symbol from the Rothschild family red shield, which explains why they want the Palestinians out, so they can own 100% of their stolen land. Land stolen from the real Jews. But I digress. Let's turn back to Auschwitz. Here's the flag so you can see the reference. Let's turn back to Auschwitz. Here is more proof of their little swimming pool. They had a greenhouse. They had horse grooming, soccer team. Here is proof of their soccer team. Hold on, pause. Hold on. Here's a video, short video of their soccer team. Can you hear that audio? Can you hear that audio?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay. Here's proof of their soccer team. Supposedly they're gonna get lined up and play soccer and then line up for a gas chamber. Auschwitz was one of a kind killing camp, the likes of which we've never seen. Equipped with a swimming pool, a soccer team, a greenhouse, horse grooming, a gigantic theater, a brothel, a post office, a live orchestra, rabbit breeding, even their own money. Wow, what an interesting concentration camp. Sounds like Disneyland to me. These are the doors of a gas chamber, wooden doors. The gas-tight door of the Canada 1 delousing gas chamber, its construction by the DAW is very rudimentary. It has a peephole, a handle to open its door, to 2 hinged iron bars. Gas cannot be held in by a fucking wooden door. Does this wooden door looks like they have the capabilities to be gas-tight? Here is another video real quick from a gas expert.
I expected to find viable gas execution chambers, and I honestly expected to find gas chambers and equipment capable of being utilized for gas execution purposes. I examined the facilities, and I made a determination that they were incapable of supporting the use of hydrogen cyanide gas for purposes of execution or otherwise.
Because there were no gas chambers, and the ones that they presented and he went to inspect were useless. They were not capable of gassing no one. We now go to Treblinka. Treblinka was to carry out the mass murder of the Europe's Jews. The SS established killing centers devoted exclusively or primarily to the destruction of human beings in gas chambers. Where it's claimed that Treblinka was the camp where most Jewish people were murdered. We swipe over to this pic. Well, if they were murdered, why is this mother and daughter and this mother and daughter still alive to say their story? Let's make it make sense. How did they all survive if they were all being murdered at a gas camp? Treblinka, in my opinion, was a camp of misdirection. When the women and children were separated from the men, they just assumed they were gassed. Now, if they were separated and sent to different camps, how is it possible that both mothers and daughters lived to sit for this Spielberg lie of an interview? In conclusion, from bad design to all the gassing lies to contradicting testimonies, it's clear that the gas chambers are a myth. And the strategy... Oh, wait, time out. I missed one. Go back. This is another video real quick about Treblinka, because Treblinka was supposedly a gas where mass graveyard where bodies were there found.
For signs or proof of the mass graves. The graves should have been easy to find, as the whole camp is only 300 meters long by 200 meters wide. And even if they were stacked 6 deep, 870,000 bodies would take up more than the whole camp area. The team took ground penetration radar systems with them. Machines that can pick up earth disturbances and objects as small as a knife down to 30 meters underground. The results can be seen immediately as they are projected as pictures onto a computer. They also scanned and took control samples of the remains of buildings or fences. So they returned to Australia. The scans that had been stored on the computer hard drives were then transferred to CD-ROMs. These were sent to experts worldwide for their opinions. The results obtained by the Australian researchers show with 100% certainty that a Nazi extermination never existed in the area.
That's your time.
That was fast.
Wow.
Damn.
That was actually pretty cool because it ended right on schedule, honey. So, with that being said, thank you so much for your presentation, Vnonymous.
That was a little scientific information right there. Wow.
I'm
They didn't brought out
flabbergasted.
and radars and all kind of stuff. Like, what type of stuff is really going on over there? Oh, my goodness. Lord.
Hey,
and he is flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted at the
brother,
level of
the brother
ignorance.
get it. Hold on, man.
Well, hold on. You're going to get your chance to talk about it
all. Yeah, you get to rebut that.
Sure
That's
do,
crazy.
baby. Let's go. No, it ain't time for him to shut up. He finna talk. And he finna talk about it. Yeah. He finna talk.
Is it my turn or no?
You know what? As soon as that clock, because I can't see because all this other wording is at the top of the screen.
It says 6. General has a clock up.
All right, so you got 6 minutes to do a rebuttal, and it is on you. Whenever you start talking, the time will get to ticking. Tick tock.
Let me come up. It is a shame, right? And I mean, like, this is the most pathetic attempt. And that's why I asked if there were fact checkers. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see that white man that was talking? His name is William or Bill Pierce. He wrote a book called Turner. Why am I getting? Hey, hold up. What's going on?
Don't worry about it.
You can't talk.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So, matter of fact, you know what? You're right. Let me go back. I want to know who are the fact checkers and if they will be fact checking this. And I hope people replay this video for multiple days, because this woman, number one, went off topic. The topic was Hitler was good, gas chambers, and the Holocaust. So she goes in to talk about the Ashkenazis and Khazarian Jews. This wasn't a history about the Jewish people. This wasn't about the morality of the Jewish people. This was about, did the Holocaust happen? Did people die? Was Hitler a good person? That's what it was about. So
clarification, Kiss. Isn't the fact checking round in a specific round when we fact check?
Oh, my time is still going down, no?
Thank you. Send that to me in the back chat.
Right.
I'll count you out another 15 seconds. Please do not interrupt. If you have any questions, send it to me in the back chat. Do not interrupt the debaters. Again, please do not interrupt the debaters. You got 20 seconds. Additional.
20 seconds. Okay.
20 seconds. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
30.
So, okay, thank you. So, first of all, this woman went completely off topic. She's talking about her version of her history of the Jewish people, from being Ashkenazis to Khazarian warlords. She wants to talk about the Bolsheviks that were Jewish. She also conveniently forgets to tell you that the people that also were the most stout people of capitalism, of which is the opposite of communism, were also Jewish. They're on both sides. That's part of their culture, is to learn. That's why they go to school 6 days a week. This woman also wants to talk about there were no gas chambers, because she puts up a video of a gentleman named Bill Pierce, who wrote the Turner Diaries, who is a staunch white supremacist who absolutely cannot stand black people or anybody else who's not a white man. What are we talking about here? So we call these sources, when we put up a little clip of a picture, we just talk over it. Then she says, well, he's using Google. But she clearly, right after she said that, goes right to fucking Wikipedia. I'm so confused here. The topic is about the Holocaust. So I'm going to stick to the topic, and I'm hoping the judges pay attention that for her first 6 minutes, she went on topic. The other 8 minutes, she also went on topic. So as far as I'm concerned, it is what it is. But let me explain something real quick about the lunacy of this woman, right? When you start to take white supremacist ideology, right, to justify white supremacist actions, we could do that all over the world. There are white people that'll tell you that you're in fear because of the shape of your skull. By the way, the Nazis were going around the world trying to find that type of shit to prove their ideology. And when I brought up the Nazis killing people in Namibia, it was to let you know that the Nazis killed anybody they didn't deem to be an Aryan. That would include the Jews. Literally, period, point blank. If you take a look at what these people are talking about, right, in this video, they talk about the Allies helping the Jews during the concentration camps and, of course, the liberation of Auschwitz. That is a bold-faced lie. It's a bold-faced lie. And I'm glad somebody else talked about the eugenics movement in a comment. I almost forgot about it. Thank you. The eugenics movement was a movement made by these people to show who was in fear, who was superior, who was a fucking person that's supposed to be in a Deutschland. All that shit is based on their propaganda. Have we in America forgotten how propaganda worked against us, against everybody else? People do it on Bigo. I mean, how could you look at a video like that and not realize the propaganda? And then your source for the Holocaust not happening is a white supremacist. What do you think he's going to tell you? It's ridiculous. And this is why there's a famous saying, right? Those who burn books will eventually burn men. There's a reason for that. She's not talking about Crystal Knight. She's not talking about the final solution. She talked about the Madagascar solution. Two different things. That was for the displacement of the Jews that survived out of Europe. The final solution was the execution of Jews and others that were not deemed to be Aryan. This is common sense. Period, point blank. And as far as I'm concerned, you cannot win a debate against facts. You could win a debate against those that don't like the person you're debating. You're not going to win a debate when you just come up with hearsay. Conspiracy theories, white supremacists, bullshit nonsense, when there's actual historical evidence. She never refuted what I talked about the mass graves because she said there were mass graves, didn't exist. I showed it. She doesn't refute that. She goes off topic for the whole time, talks about the history of Jewish people, according to Bill Pierce, a white supremacist. So all I'm saying is this, right? Let's stick to the topic and let's talk about this shit. Furthermore, she mentioned that the Jewish people are horrible people and that all the people that were the Soviets were Jewish. Well, and then she said Hitler's a good person. So let's use common sense here. Hitler was also half Jewish. So was he a good Jewish person? Hitler was also half Jewish. So I'm confused here. Oh, you don't like my hat? It's a human hat, Pharrell, right? So someone explains this shit to me, right? When you have hatred and when you're fed lies, you become ripe for the picking. When your ass is so stupid that you believe in the people that persecuted you for 400 years in terms of what they say about somebody else, you are dumb. This is not an argument about the Holocaust and Hitler. This is an argument about white supremacy and intelligence. Some of us lack it, and I yield.
Let's let the bomb go off. Wow.
Let me find out you wanted to see the bomb go off. Oh my goodness. Lord, Bougie, please fix it.
Unmute. Yeah,
Fix it, please.
yeah. We not them.
We don't do that around here. Be okay. It'll be all right.
Hey,
Okay.
Kiss,
Yes.
that was a good second round. I think that was a good second
Man.
round. I ain't gonna lie.
Psalms, what's up?
Hey,
Look, I'm listening. I hear them. I see what Vnonymous is saying. Vnonymous is saying that it's all a hoax. Vnonymous is claiming conspiracy. She's saying that it's all bullshit. All of that shit that you all thought was happening with the Jews, 6 million Jews died. Shut your dumb ass up is what Vnonymous is saying. Cool Haitian, on the other hand, is saying, what are you talking about? Like these people really died. It's real serious out here. It's not no joke. People really went
Say
through it.
it's real
Anonymous
in the
said, "How can you?
battlefield.
Yep.
Right? How can you?" Anonymous is saying, "How can you gas somebody with a wooden door? How the
I
fuck can you
mean,
gas chamber somebody with a wooden door?" And Cool Haitian is saying, "Why the fuck would all these people lie? How do you say that Hitler is a good guy?" I'm listening to it as best I can. I hope everybody else is following, but
Mm-mm-mm.
I guess. Well,
Do I
we
also
have
get to go
now.
second part or? Oh no, it's questions. My bad.
Uh, no, cause let me see. I just lost my place in my mind. So right now, that was your eight
That was the
minutes,
end of the
right?
second round.
Yeah, I didn't
That
do
was the
my.
end
That
of
I
was
the
the
didn't do
second
my
end.
round,
6
Kiss.
minutes. Oh,
So you get to rebuttal, right? Or what is it? Are we done? Are we finished with this
No,
one?
he
No,
oh
just
yeah.
what
he
is
just
her? He just
rebuttal.
rebutted her round.
No. I
Oh,
did
he just
my
rebutted
She
her.
did 8 minutes and 6 minutes. I
Hold
only did
on,
six
hold on.
minutes. So what?
Okay, you had your 8 minutes in the beginning.
Yeah, he
The
You
cooked. He
timer I
started
cooked.
first.
just
He
Oh,
cooked
the
on his
timer I
8 minutes.
just took down was for the timer I just took down was for the rebuttal. That was 6 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, well, y'all done. Yeah. She got a chance to go. You got a chance to go.
Closing
Woo.
statements.
so
Closing
the debate's
Yes.
statements.
over.
Now,
No, it's not over.
closing statement. It's not over.
Oh, okay.
Make it make
It
sense.
ain't
What?
over.
What about the
It's
Y'all gotta
cool
make
question
it
part?
make
Nobody
sense.
has
Haitians. It's
questions.
cool Haitians second round.
Yeah.
It's my
Huh?
second. I don't know. I'm confused.
His second
No.
round
Who
went
doesn't
first.
get
He
it?
went first for his second round. And then she rebutted
Yeah.
it.
Right.
And then
Oh,
she
y'all
went
only
and
doing
did
two
hers. And
rounds?
then he just rebutted her.
Right. He just rebutted
so
hers.
now it's
Y'all only
up for
doing two
closing
rounds?
statements.
Oh, so it's just
Closing
closing statements
statements.
now.
Got it.
Okay.
Closing
You got to
statements.
All
put it
right.
all together. Make it make sense.
So
Mm-hmm.
close statements. 8 minutes or 6.
Is it my turn or her turn to go for a closing statement?
Hold on 1 second so they can get in. So the
Closing
closing
Can we
statement
roll
is
the
statements
the
are
dice? Can we
same.
roll
8
the dice?
minutes.
Can we roll the
Eight
dice with
minutes.
closing
No,
statements to make this?
no,
No.
no,
I'll make it interesting. Okay.
no.
And it is up for an intermission, Kiss. So it's up to you. Skip the
Mm.
first.
Oh my goodness. Woo! So with that being said, because it's a lot going on, it's a whole lot going on, right? Because he
Kiss,
said it's the intermission time.
I
Hmm?
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie. This is way more interesting than I thought it would be. I ain't gonna even I ain't gonna even hold you.
It's
This is
great,
crazy.
Tony the Tiger, right? It is. Never ever would have thought. Look at y'all. Okay, listen. Oh, so I want to also say to you all people here in this room tonight, everybody under the sound of my ears, right? We have another debate coming up
Under
next
the sound of your
weekend
ear.
where under the sound of y'all ears, my mouth, voice, whatever, under the sound of my voice, y'all can hear me. There we go. Boom. Right. All right, bet. Listen, the 7th of December, we have a debate with GD and Capone and woo, GD and Capone and